Hi loves, how's it going? It's Anne. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I was away on a trip in Europe. I took a little road trip and I was in Minnesota, so I was away for a good month or so, and I'm so happy to be back. The trip was amazing and I came back with this wonderful cold. But aside from that, I wanted to share with you like things that you can do before jumping back into your routine, because when I'm away from home for a while, I get super excited to come back and just jump straight into my routine. But something that I learned and something that I know is never to do that. Take that moment, the time between where you were or the time between, that and your usual routine. Take that as an opportunity to just take a moment to see how you want to upgrade your routine. So with that being said, I want to make a special thank you to Olay Retinol 24 for allowing me to try out the Retinol 24 face moisturizer during my trip, because it was definitely a new climate and I didn't have a really good face moisturizer to try out, and I was able to take that along with me on the trip, and it really helped save my skin. Today I'm going to share with you some simple but very effective steps that you can take. These are steps that we usually forget to do and to think about before going back to your usual routine. This will change your life. Tip number one, this is one of my favorite tips that I apply into almost everything, and that is to allow yourself to have a bit of solitude. It is so important and so crucial to just really cut away all the noise, allow yourself to hear your own thoughts, hear your own self-talk, and spend some time with yourself. Especially when you're away for a while, you've been around people, and you've just been around a lot of things going on. You want some solitude time. Whether if you traveled or not, you want to take some time within your day, within the week, month, whatever it is. Having some solitude is very healthy for your mind, body, and soul. Number two, and that is to reevaluate everything and just think about the things that you want to keep, the things that you want to let go, and things that no longer serve you. This is also a great time for you to experiment. Try things outside the box, go out of your comfort zone. So usually around this time, before I switch up my routine, I usually, switch up my skincare products, especially during the change in season between cold and hot weather, or hot and then cold. So having a different face moisturizer, face wash, everything like that really helps you. If you forget to, you'll notice the difference. And that's what I did. I tried a new face moisturizer when I went out to Europe. It was late September and it was like summer in here in LA, and so I only had my summer skin products because I didn't even think about fall. Like it didn't feel like fall at all. And then Olay gave me the Retinol 24 to try out during my trip, and so I took that with me. My old skin product didn't work at all. I was like getting really red on my face because of the cold air and the wind. I was jet lagged. When you're traveling on the plane, the air is really dry, and it really takes a toll on your skin. And so I started trying and integrating in the Retinol 24, which really started to hydrate my skin. And during the trip, I lost my moisturizer for a couple of days, and what I noticed is that my skin started looking more dull and more dry again. At the beginning, I didn't see the difference, but then when I forgot to use it or when I lost my moisturizer, that was when I started to notice the difference, and I was able to compare how I felt and how my complexion started to look like. So it definitely felt more smooth and it looked brighter on the nights that I remember to use it, and the night that I started using it again. That's when I noticed it was like, oh, when I woke up. And I've always was curious about retinol, but I've heard a lot of people get irritations using it. The way Olay formulated is so that way it could be more user-friendly, and so that way you can see better results without irritation. So moving on to tip number three, and tip number three is also very crucial. That is to decompress, something that we always forget to do, especially when it comes to ourselves. We always put that last because we try to take care of everything else, and then we always think that we can take care of ourselves afterward. But remember to decompress, let your body, this is more physical when you're decompressing, and it also helps you mentally as well. Decompressing is a time to recharge, and it's very important that we recharge. You don't want to just like go back home and then jump right into your routine and not being fully 100%. So make sure that you're back to your usual energized, happy self before you jump into anything else. You want to give it your 110%. Okay, so after we decompress, it's also very important to process everything. So after whatever you experience, like for me, after my whole trip, I don't want to just throw it away, get back into the routine of what it is that I need to get done and forget like it ever happened. I mean, whether if you had an amazing experience or if you had like a really crappy experience, you want to take what it is you learned from that. You don't want that to be wasted time, because time here on earth, this isn't like our learning school, our playground. So whatever it is you can take, like any gratitude, any lessons, take that and see how you can implement it into whatever you're going to do moving forward. So take this time to process, to go back within, to reflect, and to think about all the things you can be grateful for and all the things that you've learned. Number 4 is to prep and organize. This is really, you're gonna thank yourself after doing this, because you want to take care of everything that has been holding you back or what you've been procrastinating on. These are the things you don't want to do, but you need to do. And that are like, it's usually bills, paperwork, phone calls you have to make. Take care of all that. Get that out of your way. Get that out of the system. Take care of that to-do list, so that way you can clear up any of these annoyances or anything that is holding you back, anything that is giving you extra anxiety. You want to clear all of that before you go back into that routine. You want to ease your way back in there. And then while you're like back in your routine, you're gonna thank yourself for like doing all that, preparing you for like bigger and better things. Number 5 is setting intentions. This is the last step. You want to set good intentions before you step forward into anything in your life, and especially your routine. So now with this upgraded new outlook on what you're going to do, set the intention that you want for yourself. So whether it be you want to find more clarity, you want to help inspire other people, you want to find your voice, or you want to find this new adventure in your life, or whatever it is, set that intention so that way you can have clarity before you walk into this whole new routine again. You want to feel upgraded, updated, and a new revived version of yourself. So with that being said, don't forget to give yourself some solitude time to yourself, so that way you can just cut out all the distraction, all the noise, and then to reevaluate what it is that no longer serve you, what it is that you want to bring in, what it is you want to experiment with, try out. This is your opportunity to bring new things in and let go of old things that no longer serve you. Number 3, decompress. You want to allow yourself to recharge, so that way you can bring a more energized, better version of you into this new life or into this new routine to help you move forward. Process. Don't forget to process and see what it is you can take from your experiences. Whether if they are good or they're bad, they're there for you to feel gratitude and also learn from. Don't just waste all these amazing experiences or hardship because you need to jump into something new. You want to take that with you so that way you can move forward. That's what they're there for. Prepping and organizing, you want to let go of anything that will give you extra anxiety, so that way you can have less weight and keep moving forward. Lastly, intentions are so important and crucial in whatever it is you do. If you can set the right intentions, you can have a clearer pathway. So those are some of my steps and tips that I wanted to share with you. I am usually that kind of anxious person after a long trip of, being in this amazingness and then getting back. I'm like, oh my God, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to, I go crazy. But then what I remember is, Anne, you need to step back, and just take it all in, and take your time before you get into your routine. This is an opportunity. See it as an opportunity, this space, this time between here and your routine, and see how you can upgrade it and update yourself into a better version, so that way you can move forward and feel more revived. So with that being said, thank you all so much for spending time with me today. Give this video a thumbs up, and also comment and let me know what some of your favorite preparations are, and if you enjoyed this video, what it is that you enjoy about it. I love to hear what you have to say. Other than that, I love you, and I will see you next time. Ciao.